So many bad cops still allowed to be cops? That's a question that state law enforcement board members are raising. It is the Attorney General's office that puts together the cases to strip officers in trouble of their right to be a cop. And some people think the AG's office is dragging its feet. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is live in the Newsplex with that story.
And Diane, the state's law enforcement board is concerned enough that it's calling an emergency meeting to see if the Attorney General's office is doing its job.
The bigger concern, did any of these officers go and maybe work for another agency, another community?
Albuquerque Police Chief Ray Schultz worries officers who should not be entrusted with a gun and a badge could be, all because disciplinary cases against them are in limbo. Those on the state board evaluating these officers are now questioning the Attorney General's office. Now, an emergency meeting has been called by the State Law Enforcement Academy Board. On the agenda, ineffective prosecution by Attorney General's office. Attorney General Gary King is the board's chairman. He provides a prosecutor for the cases. Some board members say he's not aggressive enough.
Some of the hearing officers have felt that the state, who puts the case forward on behalf of the state and against the officer, maybe hasn't been prepared as they should be.
Schultz says there's now a big backlog, about 60 disciplinary cases waiting for hearings, including some who've worn the APD uniform.
We've sent cases up. They still have not been completed.
Schultz would not specify which cases, but state statute requires all departments to notify the academy of any officer who gets in trouble and is disciplined or charged with a crime and fired. Officers like Levi Chavez.
I'm innocent, Your Honor, and I plead not guilty.
Chavez is accused of murdering his wife, and Matt Kendall is charged with bribing and patronizing a prostitute. Both Kendall and Chavez were fired from APD, but it's unclear if they still have their certification, which allows them to work for other police departments. Schultz says he wants to make sure unfit officers aren't allowed in uniform again.
They're out there. It becomes a part of the official file. So any other city or county wants to hire an officer or deputy knows exactly what they're getting.
Now, the Attorney General's office won't go on camera about this, but they did send out a statement saying the AG looks forward to discussing these issues in detail. They also questioned why the meeting was deemed an emergency. Back to you.
All right, Crystal, the meeting is scheduled for next Tuesday. A look ahead to